Yeah, and this is where, okay, so basically Clubber Lang just comes out and just starts berating everything
Because he has to.
Yeah.
Because he's never going to get a fight with Stallone because Mickey wasn't going to make sure of that.
Mm-hmm.
So he had to, like, basically ambush him in a public space.
Exactly.
Insult him. You know, hit on his wife. Like, hey, woman, want to be with a real man?
That's an interesting part of the story. So, that line comes out during the premiere, like Mr. T, if you've ever seen his WWE Hall of Fame induction, loves him some of his mother. Holy crap, did he love his mother.
He is the world's largest mama's boy.
Yeah. So he took his mom to the premiere of Rocky III, because that's what he would. So they're sitting in the movie, and then when that shit happens where he hits
please tell me she, like, flicked him in the air, hit him, like...
Worse.
No.
She literally turns to him and goes, "That's not how I raised you to talk," and gets up and walks the fuck out.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
Mama, please, it's a movie.
They pay me to say that.
I'm friends with Talia.
She's over there. She's cool with me. Well, maybe she's not. I don't know. Mr. T was a weirdo.
So it's just like, hey, woman, wants you to be with a real man. And then that's what sets Rocky off. Yeah. Because you go against Adrian, that's it. Rocky's going to kill you.
Rocky don't sleep on that shit.
You want it, you got it. We're going to fight. Although, now when they do fight for the world title, I'm just like, that doesn't make any sense because in this scene, Lang says, I'll fight you for free.
Yeah, so...
Does that mean he's not being paid, or does that mean, like, I'll fight you non-title?
No, he's not being paid. He's not being paid. That's literally like him saying, I don't want to be paid, but I don't think anyone took that seriously.
Yeah.
He's got managers and handlers who are just like, shut the fuck up, man.
We're going to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
You're going to win the world title.
The champ, asshole. Ask fucking Rocky a couple years back how he feels about that.
So Mickey's just like, I don't want no part of it.
I'm not doing it, Rock.
Then he chases
do this
him,
on your own.
Then he chases him back to the house. Like, Mickey's packing up. Like, what are you doing, Mick?
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
He's going to kill you. Yeah, but I've been on a roll. And then this is where he kind of
just like, hey, Rock.
So...
Listen, buddy. So those guys you fought...
They're good.
Yeah, they were good.
They're good fighters.
But they were not really good.
They weren't good enough for world title opportunities.
Yeah, I did what... And he was just like, well, why would you do that? He's like, I did what I had to do. I protected you. That's my job.
Well, he was quite clear. Just listen, that second fight against Apollo should have killed you.
Yeah.
You should have retired after that fight.
Which I love the fact that we never bring up the fact that his, like, left eye is blind.
Yeah.
Never brought up again. In the rest of the film series, by the way.
Yeah.
Which is so fucking
Well, it gets
strange.
worse, like, after 4. It's far worse than his eye. It's his whole head.
Everything about... If he gets punched in the head, he'll die, so...
So, Mickey's just like, basically, they were tomato cans. They were just set up for you to knock down... And you can make all this money and have this nice place.
We basically set you up, you know? Like, we weren't embarrassing you. We weren't trying to make you look like a bitch, but at the same time, look at your house. Look at what you've got. Look what you're able to give your entire family. Just shut the fuck up, take the payday, and retire.
He uses that to justify it. Basically going, yes, you fought some bums, and maybe it wasn't the greatest thing to do, but look what life
it got you.
It's given you.
Yeah.
You know? And he had no part of it. He's like, this is ridiculous. Yeah. Can you please just train me one more time for Clubber? And he's like, well, he's going to kill you.
Yeah, he's going to kill you, kid.
But he convinces him, okay, we'll train.
Yeah.
Cut to a training party.
Yeah.
An open training where they say in the hotel front marquee there, the world champion trains here. They're having a fucking circus, like a fun fair.
There's just people standing around watching.
Training for the fight, and it's like half-hearted training.
Yeah. And he's smiling the whole time.
And I'm just like, you know what? As egotistical and as over-the-top as Apollo Creed ever was...
Never did this.
He never did this. He never had a fucking circus around him. A literal 3-ring circus around him. With people and arcade machines and merchandise and popcorn everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, he was training. It was always just him and Duke and that weird dude with the mustache painting him, but that was it.
Yeah, that was the most fanfare we had was mustache painting. That was it. And ironically, the blonde woman who kisses Stallone, that's his wife.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's on the thing, he's training, and the woman kisses him, and Adrian's like, oh my God.
I'm going to kill you.
But it's his actual wife. That's funny. Well, one of his many wives.
He's had several. In fact, he meets the next one on the next movie.
Yep.
So
Mickey gets sick. Like his heart. Like, I can't
do it, Rock.
Like I don't know if he knows. Now, when he walks away at the statue ceremony, does he know he's not
He knows he probably...
Because he's
a doctor,
old. Like,
a doctor somewhere has probably told him, like, hey, your heart's probably not great. You're not long for this world. And he's not going to tell Rocky that by any stretch of the imagination, because he'd rather just go into sleep and move on with his day.
Well, especially while he's training.
Exactly. So, he's not going to say shit, so I'm pretty sure he knows. But he's not going to say it.
So, Rocky Clubber, what turns out to be one, happens. Mm-hmm. And right before the fight, they meet up, which I'm like, that would never happen.
No, they would never
cross. Like, Rocky and his camp, Clubber and his camp would never meet up.
That would never
on their
happen.
way to the ring. No. It's not how it works.
They're coming from two separate places.
He, of course, Clubber wants to start something. He shoves Mickey out of the way.
And
Mickey goes down, clutches at his chest. My heart. Somebody get a doctor.
Yeah.
They stretch him into the room. Stallone's in there alone with him. Like, I'm not going to leave you.
Yeah.
Rocky,
like,
you gotta go fight.
He's like, no, the fight's over. We're not doing this. I'm calling it off.
Can't he do that? He can't.
He can. He absolutely can.
That's what I'm saying. Like, my trainer looks like he's on his literal deathbed.
Yeah.
I'm not mentally prepared right now.
Not to mention, can
fight.
we press charges on the man for throwing the old guy? Can we do all of this? But nobody says any of this shit.
Because Mickey eventually passes away
Yeah.
after Rocky gets beaten in 2 rounds.
Yes.
It's not even a fight.
Yeah, because Rocky is completely distracted. I mean, first of all, half-hearted training, but he's also completely distracted because, Mickey's dying.
Apollo's there doing commentary, and Clubber Leg just gives him the business. You're old too.
I did enjoy that because,
after I'm done with him, I'm talking you out.
Because Apollo goes into the ring and because he's as they did in the first movie, he's the former champ. He's like, "Hi, how you doing?"
Yeah, because in the first one it was with Joe Frazier, and now they're doing Apollo.
And they got Apollo coming in, and Apollo looks over to Clubber. It's like, "Hey, man, good luck." And, yeah, I'll come. I'll knock you out too. And he's like, "Oh, okay, whatever." And he turns to Rocky. He's like, "Knock this man out, please," and walks away.
And then in less than 2 rounds, Rocky is
goes
just
down.
housed.
Yeah.
It's not even like knockdown, get up. No, he gets knocked down, and that is it.
That's the thing. Rocky's dancing a bit and does a few punches and whatnot. And he's hitting Clubber. Clubber barely notices. No. He's just like, yeah, fuck yo shit. And then just houses him repeatedly, and that's it.
So he goes to the back, face messed up.
Yeah.
Mickey's asking about the fight. He's like, yeah,
2
rounds.
I won.
Was it a knockout? It was a knockout. Mm-hmm. That's good, kid.
Yeah. And then we're done here.
And then he ties, and you're like, oh, fuck.
That's only in a movie could that happen.
And then they have a funeral. We find out that Mickey's Jewish.
Yeah, which... Duh.
They have a Jewish funeral? Well, they never say his last name.
Yes, they do. That's the name of... This. Okay, people say that. What's the name of the fucking gym?
I don't think Gold Mill's on there.
It is.
I thought it was just Mickey's gym.
No, it's Gold Mill's gym. It's not Mickey's gym. It's Gold Mill's gym.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Am I the only one who noticed that?
Oh, probably. I mean, listen. When they show the flash of the sign, they barely show it in any of these films.
I mean, I would say it's twice, but I noticed it.
So he has a funeral. They do a little bit of Hebrew. Mm-hmm. They bury him, and it fucks up Rocky. Mm-hmm. He's just getting PTSD about it. And...
Well, basically, his father died. Let's face it.
Yeah. And thus begins.
The weirdest shit possible.
I'm going to say bromance.
Yeah.
But it goes a little further than that if you look at the undertones.
Yeah, well, I mean, first of all, again, this is the 80s. You and I had a quick discussion about this beforehand. This isn't necessarily a gay undertone in as much as it's just really, really 80s.
Yeah.
Because this is kind of how we did things in the 80s.
Phrasing was not a thing.
No.
So when Rocky's in Mickey's gym by himself, Apollo comes and visits him because he's just like, I was at your house for an hour. They said you might not be coming home, so you might be here, so I'm here.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, well, you got me curious.
I bet he does.
And then Apollo's like, well, you got me curious.
Oh, my.
Oh, my.
Well.
And they're basically talking about how, there's something there, Rock. You could beat this guy, but your heart's not in it. We now know why. Everyone now knows why his heart wasn't in it.
Yeah.
Let me train you.
Yeah.
Because you fight like you, and if you fight like you, you're not going to beat him. But if you fight like me, you could beat him.
Which makes me go, so why don't you fucking do it?
Because I think it's the mix of Rocky's sheer power.
Yeah, maybe.
Along with Apollo's finesse.
Yeah.
His feet work, his quickness.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Apollo was always quicker than Rocky.
Yeah, very much, yeah.
But Rocky was always stronger than Apollo. So if I can give you my speed, with your power, you can beat this guy in your sleep.
Will be the greatest boxer ever.
Yeah, you can beat this guy in your sleep.
Yeah.
And he kind of agrees.
He agrees to kind of do it, but he's just sort of like, but Mickey's not here, so I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I can go to L.A. because reasons.
Yeah. So Lang's on TV, basically going like, well, I don't want to give him a rematch, but if he wants another free ass whooping, I'll give it to him.
And that's, again, my point of like, well, when everyone's saying he didn't give you his full attention, he didn't give you his best, could somebody like Clubber Lang not immediately be like, well, fuck, then I'm going to fight him again because I need to beat the guy? Because, I don't know, it just seems weird for that guy to not be like,
because did he mention Mickey in his interview?
I don't think he did.
Like, so his manager died, so what?
Yeah, I think, I think you're right, he did say that.
So they take him back home, and I do like the take it back.
Yeah.
Do. Oh, yeah, that's what I remember now. That's what Rocky and Adrian were doing. He was doing that song.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to sing the song and you do the...
Yeah, the do.
It's like, not do. It's just like, why is this
in this movie? Why are we doing this?
I get it. This is like, other than I, the Tiger, Gonna Fly, this is like the third unofficial song of this series because it's in almost every movie.
Not to mention, it's only one of like 2 scenes in the movie between Rocky and Adrian.
Yeah.
It's like...
There's more scenes between him and Apollo than there's him and Adrian. So again, it goes to the undertone thing.
This is quite the bromance film.
So they go to L.A. Paulie is not happy because you're going from the palatial Balboa estate to like what looks like East L.A. or just like
it does not look good. And in his defense, Paulie's not used to slumming it.
No,
like not even just because he's in Rocky's palatial estate. He owned his own home.
Yeah.
So he's always had a home. It might not have been the nicest home in the world, but it wasn't the shithole that they're staying in.
So they take him to Apollo's first gym.
Yes.
And this is where the Paulie character, you go, oh!
Oh, yeah. Well...
So this adds to your cons.
Yeah.
in that pro-con list for Paulie.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know if it's just based on, the people I've known growing up in my family. It didn't come out of nowhere to me. It almost seemed like, that's exactly what Paulie would say.
Like, of course he's racist.
He's an ignorant fool. Yeah, that's exactly how he would talk. Although he did...
Because it's all black guys in the gym.
And to his credit, though, he did have a point of, like, the second that Apollo showed up with 2 white guys, everybody stopped what they were doing.
Yeah.
And they stared. You don't see too many white guys showing up.
Well, you get Rocky in a suit.
Yes.
You get Paulie...
Looking like Paulie,
and you get Adrian and her, like, in like a nice mink coat. Mm-hmm. So you're just like, okay, well, this is
a little out of nowhere. And again, mink coat in L.A. It never gets cold when you'll need that.
Yeah. Ever. So... He basically does the whole, I don't like these people.
Yeah, he literally does that, although he does get some, a fantastic, like, comeuppance, sort of, where it's just like, he's making a lot of phrases that we're not going to say here.
Nope.
And, he eventually is just like, we're going to stay here, to Rocky. He's like, we're going to stay here? I don't like these people. And then he turns and just goes, well, they don't like you either. And he literally turns to Rocky as straight-laced as possible and just goes, well, why don't they like me? Oh, my God, dude. I've heard that sentence said by people in my family where I just have to sort of look at them with my head cocked to the side like a fucking dog trying to figure out calculus of like, what? Okay.
Nah.
Sure?
So, they have a race on the beach.
Yeah.
In the tightest shorts and top you'll ever see on 2 men.
Yeah. I did enjoy the half shirt that was worn by men in the 80s. Worn by Mr. Apollo Creed.
And then they do Creed. A race. Wow. Creed smokes him. Just smokes him.
Literally during the run, turns around and starts talking to him.
Yeah.
If the guy can run backwards faster than you, you're fucked.
Like, come on, Rock, come on. And then Rock's just like, you see his heart's just not in it. And even Apollo's like, it's over.
Yeah, he's just like, we're done here.
We're done. He's just not in it. His feet work is terrible. Yeah. He's broken. Basically, Mickey's death has broken him.
He literally yells at him, just like, you've got nothing. There's nothing left. You might as well just give up.
Yeah.
And...
Cue the Adrian pep talk.
Which is so weird still. Like, she's so mousy in the beginning. Like, she has
she goes up to him on the beach and just
fucking blows up and like, hey.
Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Where are your balls?
Yeah, you're not the man I married. Like, I'm like, Jesus Christ, lady, you couldn't talk in the first one. We're only like 4 years into this shit.
Come on, then you could do it. What if I failed? Then you